Hello everyone, it's Barb and I'm back to show you a couple more of my creations. The name of my channel is Barb's Paper Designs. So these are my own designs, and I thought since February is the month with love and hearts, we would continue to do some more cards. I have a lot of them that I've done with hearts, so I thought I would just continue to show you a couple more that I've designed. And you could use my designs or these designs with any die cut or pattern. So what I like to do is I just like to place them out for you, and then we'll put them together while we're on the YouTube. So just wanted to show you again the first two that we did with the glitter paper. You can search for Barb's Paper Designs, and then you can see the video on how I did those. So today we're going to put these two together, somewhat similar but a little different. So we're moving out of the glitter paper into, we've got some shimmer paper here and some embossing. So let's get started. So I thought we would start with this one first. It's a little bit different. So we'll put this one off to the side, and then we can kind of push these back here so you can continue to look at them. So again, what I've done is I've started with a 12 by 12 white linen cardstock, and this is the white linen cardstock 12 by 12 from Michaels. So out of one sheet you can get 2 cards, and that's kind of how I just ended up. I'll do 2 cards per video, so they're not so long and everything. But if you missed the first one, what's lovely about this, it has a great texture. It is lightweight, but once you build it up, and I really like building up cards, and if you like that, you will love this. And it's really lightweight, but once you start building it up, it really becomes a nice substantial card. This is really nice, and you can see. So in this one we added glitter paper, which is pretty substantial on its own, plus another cardstock of print paper, and then on the inside we did another glitter and cardstock. So it really gives it not too heavy, but just really nice and rich. So I'm really kind of stuck on this 6 by 6 card, and they're really hard to find, so that makes them unique and special too. Plus they're fun to work with. A lot of your paper 6 by 6 cardstock, oh my gosh, you just trim it down to wherever you want, and it's just easy peasy to do. So anyways, and for the fold lines, look how clean and nice and no cracking. So highly recommend it. Again, I got it at Michael's. It's the linen. It comes in, it probably comes in other colors, but I was wanting cream and white, so I bought cream and white. It's 65 pounds, and let's see if I can show it to you here. It, yeah, and there's 60 sheets. So Recollections is what it is. Linen texture cardstock, 65 pounds, 12 by 12. Just absolutely love it. And so 60 sheets times 2. Now if you do the envelope, then it pretty much takes one whole sheet of envelope. Then you have some pieces left for cutting dies and things. So really not much waste, but when we do the envelopes for these cards, it's a 9.5 by 9.5, but it's just so lovely. I mean, the texture is just, it really makes it. I love paper, so I'm really liking it. So this is the cardstock, Recollections. Okay, so on this one, I always like to, show you what I use. Also, while we're talking about paper, this is one of the shimmer cardstock that I use. Now this one came from a 6 by 6 that I bought probably 3 or 4 years ago. You can tell it's been around a while, but I only paid $2.99, and I think I got this at Tuesday mornings. I'm so sad to see that they're not around anymore, but this piece came from this, so you can see Yeah, I think I have one piece left in that color. So what I decided is, and then I did this. So the die that I cut out is the shimmer cardstock from this. So this shimmer and this shimmer, and you can see how lovely it is, came from this. It's DCWV. You may still, 36 sheets. You may still be able to get it. Let's see if I can find a website for you. Yes, www.dcwvictor.com/blog at DCWV Inc. So it is American made, Utah. So you might jump on their website, see if they still have it. But if not, what you can do is Michael's, the Recollections again, shimmer cardstock. And this comes in 2 colors, 100 sheets, 65 pounds. Again, lovely, lovely paper. So this is the darker. And then on the inside, I did this one. This would be the lighter. So there's the dark and this is the light. So this is the one I used for the inside there. I thought a little bit of contrast would be nice. So that's the shimmer paper. And this comes in a lot of colors too. Oh my gosh, I think I've got them all. I've got cream and blues and pinks and champagne colors. Oh, just great for cutting, die cutting. So those are the 2 that I've used here. So let's get started with our cards. So what I've decided to do is this die cut, which again, you can use any die cut you have. This is the one I have. I thought, you know, with February and the hearts and everything, I thought this would be fun to do. But this one you could use for a wedding card, anniversary card, you know, anything, just any kind of card, just a hello card, you know, and it's all in your, when you put your little notes on, it's all what you want to make it. So this is the die cut for this this one that I did, and then I cut on the graduating circles, which I'm sure everyone has. If not, you can pick them up just about anywhere. Oh my gosh. Just about anywhere you can pick them up, and this is a graduating circle. So that I used a printed paper. I don't know if you can see how printed it is. I also put it on the inside too, but I wanted something light but yet still with the same color. So this is kind of a, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's a purple family, I believe. Let's see, yes, purple hues is what, and tons mauve. So this is probably more of a mauve color, but this is probably more of a purple hues. Like I said, they're 2 different colors, and in this booklet they don't really say the name. It's just, you know, different colors of shimmer. So anyways, however you want to do it, you know, just pick what you like. And I always start looking at maybe 2 to 3 different textures, colors, prints, solids, however you like to do it. But I thought that really, I had it on white and it just didn't pop enough. But this has just got a little bit, and I hope you can see it, a little bit of a, just kind of a brush print to it. I have it here. You probably can see it a little bit better here. But it's not, yeah, it's just, it looks like there might be, excuse me, a flower here. But it's just a light print, a little bit more here than what you can see here. So what I did is I took the cut it 6 by 6. Always start with your 6 by 6, I say. If you're working on a 6 by 6 card, whatever you're working on, start with that and then just kind of go down from there. So I cut the background here out of here, So that gave me this frame, so I could put that with a solid on the back. And this shimmer card, it embosses fabulous. I thought maybe either a white embossing or maybe a just a light pink embossing powder and a little bit of sediment. But so that's why I thought I'd put that in there. Whoops, this one stays out here. So that being said, I hope I'm not confusing you, but as we go, I'll try and explain everything. So this one we're going to put on here. And again, I always start with 6x6, and then to get this fine border, if I have any beginners, because I've watched a lot of videos and it took me a while to figure this out. I started with a 6x6 in the shimmer card, and then I cut down 1/8 of an inch just on two sides. And that gives you, this ever so slightest border once you get that centered. And if you want a little bit more border, then just start doing, then cut it another 1/8. I would say do it in 1/8 increments, or if you know you want a wider border, start with 2/8 of an inch. But I found that is the best rule of thumb, and only cut two sides. And that way you don't end up with something like that. And I've done that before. So I never did pick up on that. So I kind of figured that out. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put that on first. And I was like, and this cardstock, I'm trying to think where this came from. The print. And what I did is I cut another white cardstock because we want to raise it a little bit. I wanted to make it really substantial. So let's get this started. Okay, so my glue thing is here. All right, so we want to put this down. So we want to start here. And I like to do on the first layer on the outside of the card. Definitely like to do all four sides as close to the edge as I can. And then just a little bit on the center. Whoops. More tape. I don't know if I got more or what. Okay, so then you want to, and I like to line it up on my grid mat and put it there. And so I probably like to stand up for this. You want to get it nice and centered as much as you can and not. There we go. And then I always like to take a piece of double-sided backing tape sheets and then just smooth it out. All right. Now in this piece, so I already did this ahead of time, and I like to do that because I don't want to take so much time. Just make sure we got all that off. Let's see here. And that's why I like to work on this mat, because it really, the tape just comes right off. So, okay. So on this one, like I said, I cut two circles out, one just solid cardstock, and then I put the print on top of, or the print, excuse me, is on cardstock. So you have two cardstocks. So we're going to center that. And I thought we would go ahead and just put some foam tape, and just got pieces everywhere. So we'll do that. And I think a good way to do it is just kind of start. I like to do it like this and just put 3 strips, and I think that's more than enough because this is really, really sticky. So maybe one there, and then one here. And one here. And that way you've got a nice balance and you still have enough lift on your card. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there, and then we'll just pull this up. So there's so many different ways you can do this, and I think just be creative. That's what makes it so much fun, and it doesn't get to be old. And every card you make, try and do something a little bit different. Even though the card size, I mean, you can make 6 by 6 all day long if you'd like, but different card size. And this one you could make into a shaker because this is vellum on top of the print there. So, okay, so we just want to center this. Okay, and then I like to just do this. And when you do these die cuts that cut like this, I highly recommend putting it on your double-sided tape or sheets. Just get those, and you can get them 6 by 6, and it just works perfect. I didn't do it on this, so that's kind of why I did it ahead of time, because it is, I love my art glitter, but it did take quite a while, because if you start here and by the time you go all the way around and get back here, then you got to kind of go back over because it gets dried out. But isn't that pretty? And it just gives you enough dimension. And I'm having a tendency not putting a greeting on the outside, but that doesn't mean you can't. You absolutely can. I've got, you know, you can do a banner across here. You could do a, like if you want to do it for a wedding, you could do a belly band across here and just put a lovely flower or birds. I do have some doves I could cut out. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff. So don't feel like you're limited to just what I'm doing. And that's what I want to do. I want to show you all different ways to use things. And this feels so luxurious. The shimmer card, the linen card, and then this is just finished off so lovely. And with that glitter tape, and then this is shimmer card too. So it just has a fabulous feel to it. So isn't that beautiful? All right, so that's the outside, and easy. Once you get all your pieces cut out, it is so easy. And so on the inside here, since we don't have a print or anything, I want to just make sure, I like to lay it out, make sure we have our borders. Sometimes if you cut them, and I don't know why it is, one side will lay just a little bit better than the other. So let's see here which way we want to go. There we go. Seems like that one has the best as far as border. And we just want it just a little bit, just a hair on this one. Now we could cut it down a little bit more if you wanted more of a border, but I think this is going to be just fine. Let's try one more side. See if we get a, it just seems like one side's just not quite cut. There we go. There we go. This is the way. This is the way we want it. I may cut just a little bit, 1/8 off of that bottom yet. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because you know why? Because we're putting this on. That's why I didn't get it, cut it so perfect. So it doesn't matter because we're going to put this on. So we just want to put this one on real quick here. Again, just take your tape, right, and try and get every side. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. And down this side, and one in the center. Okay, like I said, this is really getting a nice weight on it. So we just want to make sure nothing's going to show in the front. And I think, and then not block your fold here. Okay, so again, this is just a little bit lighter I thought that would be, and if you want to put a sentiment in here, which I probably will, any kind of, or if you want to sign this, you could too on this side. So this one we want to just get our tape. Oops. I think we got, there we go. Got the skinny edges. And you could do a smaller, but when you cut that center out for the front, it just, you know, it's just, I always say these are the dies that just keep giving, because guess what? You've got something for the inside. And I always like to see the inside of the card finished as well. I don't know about you. I just think it adds, you know, another wow factor. So let's get this on. See if we can get this on. And I think this one just fits all the way around. I did not do a border on this one. I just want to make sure. Sorry, I don't want to get my head in the way. I want to stay clear of the border. There we go. Okay. When I first started doing these cards, I was so nervous, but you get used to it, and you know, it starts falling into place. And that glitter glue is just fabulous. So there's our center. Let me just take my eraser. If you get some on your card like that, just take your eraser and it'll just pull right up. Yep. Okay. I mean, you could put a picture in there. You could do anything. So if it was an anniversary card, you could put a picture in there, and wouldn't that be pretty? Frame, you could cut it out or frame it, you know, put the picture in and put another layer of your graduation on top of it. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? So there's our first card for today. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then the envelope, let's see here. We do have an envelope. And on this envelope, on the envelopes the other day, we did, let's see, I thought I had a heart I was going to put on this one. These we finished off with the matching cardstock, so you could do that and put a heart on. This one, the same. We did and you can watch the video. You can just lay it down and cut it, or you can, I like to finish the ends with my envelope maker, so that's what I do on those. But yeah, you could do it that way too. But isn't that so pretty? I just love this. And it's just going to be, it's going to be a card that, you know, they can have standing up admired. And here you could do, like I said, in white embossing powder, or you could do it with black, whatever color, or even the same mauve color of ink, and then put clear embossing on it. And that's what I do a lot of times. I just didn't want to, I thought I had a heart, and I know I do have a heart somewhere for this one, but it's kind of got misplaced. But either way, you don't always have to finish the envelope. And then see this envelope I made, like I said, again, it's out of the linen paper. I think it goes this way. Oops. I hope it goes this way. It goes this way. Yeah, there we go. I make my own, and so like I said, you just want to cut. So on this one, you may want to do it this way so it doesn't catch on your. Just cut 9.5 by 9.5, and then it's a nice weight. But I think the 6x6 card, no matter how much it weighs, I think it is a little bit more. I really haven't priced it, but a lot of times I just give them, but to give it with a gift, and then you can make something really pretty up front here if it was a wedding, or you could do a belly band. And I do, a lot of times on the bigger cards, I'll do Velcro there, and yeah, oh, how pretty. And then It just fits perfect, perfect. So that's making your own envelope and your own card. So that's that one. And then the other one I'd like to make today is this one, the one that we showed. Now this has some different parts to it too. So let's just, so we don't lose everything. And I got in another envelope. Okay, so this is another one with a little bit of a twist. This one, again, has the heart. I didn't on this one, but from this one. So this is from this one. So we put the white, I cut it out in white cardstock and used that one because then I just have an extra center left. But I did cut this, so this is from this one. So that's how I say it's the die that just keeps giving. So once again, we started with our, let's take this one out. So this has got a lot of layers to it. We took this 12 by 12 white linen cardstock reflection. So it's very lightweight, and everybody goes, oh, why would you, that's too light. But again, you can tell this has a lot of weight to it. This is not even going to blow away. So it's fun cardstock to layer on. And it's 65 pounds, or let's see, yeah, 65-pound weight. But it just is this really linen, light, like a linen dress. Okay, so we're going to start with that again. So then here, and a lot of people, I'm not so worried about, I've got so much paper, but if you would like, since we're using this as a backing, you could go ahead and cut another heart out of here, because you're not going to see it, and this is going to go over it. If you wanted to at this point, you could cut, and then you'd have another set of hearts. So you could do that. But for today, I think we'll just, this is again, the same color we used the other day of the glitter paper. And this is from Michael's as well. I don't know why. I buy everywhere, Hobby Lobby, but I'm finding at Hobby Lobby, their card selection is just, their solids is good, but they just don't have a variety. It just seems like all of a sudden Michael seems to have so much more, but I don't know. But I'll buy wherever I am. But so this is the Recollections again. It's a great paper line. And if you watch the sale, like they'll have, I think when I was buying this, it was buy one and get the second one half price or something like that. But again, this has 4 colors. So, and it has 65-pound and 24 sheets. But so this color, so you can see all the colors it comes in. I hope you can see that. But anyways, and it's so nice. The glitter doesn't come off. It's smooth. It's very rich. So I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. But like I said, there's 4 colors, and this is a purple hues and the mauve collection. So yeah. So let's see. I think this is the darkest one. So you've got 3 other shades to go. So this is very, very pretty. This is going to be fun for Easter too, cutting eggs out of, and we're going to have fun with that too. So that's what we used here. So what we're going to do, so I started with a 6 by 6, then I cut it down to like 1/8 of an inch just on 2 sides, and that gives you this really fine margin. Now if you want a little bit wider, then do 2/8 just on 2 sides. So just keep that in mind, because I was doing all sides, and then I put it on here and I'm going, well, I just wanted a little bit, and so just keep that in mind. You only want to cut 2 sides. So let's get this one on. Oops, I always pick this up wrong. I don't know why. Left-handed, But yeah, this is so much fun to make your own design. and to get inspired. So you may not want to do the hearts, but I hope this inspires you to do, I mean, you could do anything. You could do flowers, you could do any kind of die that you really like. What's fun about this die though too is that, and I'll show you here in a minute, let's get this on. So we want to get this very, again, I like to center it here, and that kind of helps me look for the center of the card. And then you just want a small. So I'm going to come down this way. Sometimes, and that's this linen paper is easy to work with too. So that's another thing. So I don't know about you. I always have to stand up and see what I'm doing. It just seems to, let's see if it goes better this way. And for some crazy reason, try a couple sides, because it, even though it's 6 by 6, sometimes, having a hard time on this one. Let's see. Let me get it up just a little bit. And you start down. Some days it's like, trying to get this up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, it needs to go over a little bit. And if you're just starting, sometimes I think we make it harder than what it is, but I always like to try and get it as, so sorry, I'm gonna pull this over here a little bit. There we go. Just about there. There we go. Oh my goodness. It's hard sometimes to see what you're doing. But anyways, isn't that beautiful? Oh, so rich looking. All right, now, so this is what's going to be a little bit different on this card. Look at this. These are hearts, and this is an embossing folder, which, oh, absolutely love. So let me show you. Let's see, I think we're going to do this one. No, we're going to do it this way. I think this is the way we cut it. Yeah. Okay. So this embossing folder is from Sunny Studios. It's called Quilted Hearts Embossing Folder. Now, again, I bought 2 of them, so I think I may have gotten this online somewhere. But there is a website, and this is 6 by 6. So I'm telling you, you get hooked on this 6 by 6, and it just is so easy, and it just makes everything easy. You have to remember all these measurements and everything. So they do have a website, and let's see here. Oh, here it is. Sunny, SUNNY, Studios, STUDIO, stamps.com. SunnyStudioStamps.com. And yeah, I think I sent 4 and I got 2 of them. But hey, you can never have enough, right? But this is so gorgeous, and you can see there it has the hearts, and you could put ink on this. I mean, you could do different papers. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And the texture that it gives is unbelievable. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it just really really gives a lovely, lovely texture. So again, you want to make sure, because it's hearts and it's going this way, we want to make sure everything's going the right way. So ask me how I know. You can, it's very easy to get that. So we're going to just put it on here like this, and it gives a little bit more border. I think I did a little bit bigger border on this one, but I wanted to bring, because a lot of white, and this is the same. I don't think it's linen, but it is white cardstock. But if you use the linen, I wanted something a little heavy, so I think I used regular cardstock and not the linen. So on this one, we want to do this one flat as well. So I'm going to just, oops, oh, there it comes. Tape it down. But how pretty. And you can mix embossing, and it just gives it, even though I do have a pattern cardstock too on this, I think this just really finished it off great. So on this, I do want to put a little bit more tape, because we definitely want this to, it's stick and get this up. I should use my, I have a little pad that you probably should, I'm getting tape all over me. Put that on. Okay, so then you want to line this up. I mean, I do. I mean, if you're good at freehand, I can't even cut things straight. So, okay, so we want to get the margins pretty much. There we go. Okay. Oh, just love, love, love that. And you could do it in reverse too. You could put this behind a heart. That's gorgeous. I mean, behind a frame is gorgeous too. Oh, just gorgeous. Now here's the cardstock that I have. So what I did on this, this is the same die, and this is pretty on the trim too. I think I've got one that we might be using. I'm not sure. But this heart is cardstock, and it says love, 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 just love, lots of love. So very, very romantic, but it still could be an anniversary card. It could be, you know, any type of greeting card. You know, mother, love, love, love. So that's what I decided to do on this one. I mean, this would be gorgeous too if you just wanted to do this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous too? Oh, I hate to cover this up, but I just thought this cardstock with love on it just really, really looked good. So let's get that down. And you could raise some of this too if you'd like. I mean, I've done that, like on that one. You could put this together on a solid heart, do a solid one, and then raise it too. That would be beautiful too. So I would like to get this centered as much as possible. So I thought right here would be good. So we got it lined up between all the lines and everything. Oh, just absolutely love that. Now on this, again, you could cut these out, both of them on double-sided sheet, glue sheets, I guess they're called. What are those called? Yeah, you could do that too. I haven't used this much today, so never had it clog up on me, so I hope it's not. It's coming to the end. This glitter glue is awesome. I've had this bottle for, I bet, over a year, or close to a year maybe. And I'm telling you, it's just so fantastic. And what I like about it, dries clear and dry. I've tried some liquid glues out there, and oh my gosh, they never get dry. And then if you touch them or put your hand across them, it's sticky if any of it's seeping out, or, you know, and there's some popular ones out there that I see people using, and I go, oh my gosh. And I don't live in a humid state. So, but I love this glitter glue. This is phenomenal. So here we just want to, and I always like to start either at the top or the bottom. So maybe start at the bottom, like right here. On those other ones, there was a little bit of a groove, but with this one, you just want to walk it around your die. And it's okay because if it overlaps, because as long as it's straight. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this glitter glue. You know, glitter glue's come a long way, hasn't it? Okay, just put that down, and then we have a bow again. So this is a die cut that I have. It's 2-in-1 bows, and they're not very big, but they really, let's see, this one's probably 2 3/4 by 2.5 almost. And then this is the other one. So it comes in two. So you can do a solid one, or you can put them together like we're going to do on this one. Some of the others I did solid because the background, but since the background I felt like it's really coming out of the frame of the heart. So I wanted to tone it down. So I thought if we put this in and put this on top, that it kind of settles it down. And I just thought it just gave it enough dimension. But you can do whatever you want. I mean, there's no set reason. It's, you know, I just wanted something a little different, a little more elaborate. This is more of a fancier card. You know, you can do fun cards, you can do fancy cards. I mean, just whatever you want to do. Let your imagination just take you wherever and make your own design. And that's what's kind of fun. I mean, there's no right or wrong way. That's for darn sure. So you want to get this just about there, a little bit on the heart, a little bit below the heart. And then we want to, oh, here we go, tedious. So let's see here. Try and hold it like this and then just walk it around. And please forgive me. But I like to put things together so you can see. And I know when I watch videos and they're putting them together, then my ideas start, you know, oh, gee, oh, so that's how you do that. Or, you know, sometimes somebody else has an easier way of doing things, but not an easy way for, well, there is another way. You could take a sponge. Well, I've seen people do that too. Put some glue on a sponge and then just sponge the back on. And I've done that before. This just takes a second. I mean, it's not that big of a die. But really, what I would do and what I will do is just because I love this bow so much, I just don't like to commit to too many of one color. But if you're just doing the cream and white, you could do some and just, you know, build them up. Make some ahead is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love, love, love that. And then if you've got a little bit of glue, I just take a little, but it dries clear. I mean, you don't even see it. I mean, I'm amazed. And it just puts it right where you want it. And there's that one. Isn't that pretty? I just love this one. Just love it. So, you know, if I don't give it for Mother's Day, well, my mother's passed away, but, even like the Senior Citizen Center or something like that, or your church group or something. You could give it for any time. Or like I said, this is gorgeous. It's linen. This would be beautiful for a wedding. Oh, yeah, a wedding or an anniversary. So I didn't want to just, stop making, because I have a lot of them, number one. I didn't want to stop making these cards because Valentine's Day's over. But okay, so here's our love paper again. So I try to do a theme or try to carry things across. And what fun when this is beautiful on the outside, but when you open it and you still have another beautiful center. Oh my gosh. So this one, I'm just going to fit it in. I'm not going to cut it down because I kind of want to, just so it doesn't hang over and you see it in the front. That's my main goal. Just try and get it, so you don't see it from the front. You want a nice surprise. So let's put that one in. And again, you could cut out the center if you wanted to. But with this one, I think if you don't want to stamp over the love, which I probably wouldn't, you still have the other side over here to write something, Or if you wanted to do a little pocket with a gift card, you could do it there too. Okay, I've got to stand up again. Some people can do this without, but I've got to. So here we want to just make sure, the center, you're not over the fold line, and you just want to center it as straight as possible. And there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And what I do too is if I find paper that I like, because we end up not wanting to use them. If you're one of those, here's my secret. I keep the original and I make copies. I have a copy printer, and this is a copy of original. So they do copy very nice if you use the really nice, good cardstock. So that's what I've done. And if you really want it professional, because you do lose some density and color sometimes, because my printer's not an expensive one. It's just a Canon printer, inkjet. So, I have to replace the ink. But I think it just, So like I said, you could leave it like this and then write on this side, or you could put a heart in and do this. And I wanted to do this because I thought that breaks it up too. I love the background, and that's how I want it to look. A background. It's a background piece. So let's put this on. And then you can emboss on this or stamp whatever you want, what greeting you want. Again, if it's Mother's Day, or, an anniversary card or whatever. So I won't be stamping, and I will be doing some stamping, but typically, just for YouTube, just on my channel, I think I'm just going to leave them blank. And then as I need them, and this is what you can do too, make them ahead. If you're in a groove where you feel real creative, and that's the way I get. And as I said, I've got so many of them. I've got 3 more videos that I'm going to do just, similar, but not the same. And different card stock. Some embossing, some not. Some with ribbons, some not. Just different styles. And make them ahead. And then when that time comes, when you need a birthday card or an anniversary card, especially anniversary, because you want to put quite a bit. So again, you just want to walk it around, and it pretty much falls where it wants to go. Let's see. Just want your heart surrounded. Now the other ones, there was a little bit of a drop down because the glitter card, you were dropping the cardstock into the glitter card, so it gave you a little bit of a definition. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? So you've got the outside, you open the inside, and oh my gosh, how pretty is that? And you could put some gems around. You could put gems around here too. But I'm just kind of in this simplicity mode now, so or mood. So everything seems to be quite simplicity. But wait, I've got some coming up that there's quite a bit of difference. And so what I did is I cut out another heart, and I wanted to show you that die as well. So this one is Gemini. Oh, this is such a great die. They're really heavy and they cut very deep. I don't know if you can or have been able to see the definition around these hearts, and I always run it through twice. Even my frames I'll run through twice because I like that definition. But this is came with my Gemini Junior, and there's 5 pieces, 3 hearts, and then a frame, and then it's also got the eyelet that you can do. But excuse me, these hearts are just gorgeous, gorgeous hearts. So this is Gemini, Crafter's Companion. So you might go ahead, HSM or whatever, they do Crafter's Companion, or just kind of contact them. I think they may have a website too. So, but that's the die that I use, and I absolutely love that. That heart is phenomenal. Okay, so then I thought I'd carry the theme through. We've got it here and here, and put this on the envelope. Again, the envelope is 9.5 by 9.5, and when I did this, I measured it, then I cut it, and then because I have that envelope maker, I don't know if you have that or not, but oh, if you don't, and you can squeeze it into your budget, it is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. So I like to have this cut just like this. So what it does, it trims your end. So I always start at the tip of the envelope down here, and then just walk it on. And but I did measure it and cut it on my you know, this paper is fantastic for picking up and moving. And then you can just trim these edges. So this edge needs to be trimmed just a little bit more. And I knew doing that I would probably have to trim one side. Well, let's see here. Ooh. Being left-handed is really a handicap, let me tell you. Just don't want to cut it hard. And there we go. So, and then you can just trim that just a little bit. See, then I start getting all these weird cuts on there because I am not good at freehand cutting. And then I thought, let's just add this to it too. So I thought that made it really. And then just see the indentation there. Oh, it's gorgeous. So you could use either side of that die cut. Now that I'm trying to think if it's still available. I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure you have hearts, or use something else. I mean, you could do a flower. You could just do a stamp there. Just whatever you have. I mean, so there we go. There's our 2 cards. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. These were fun to make today. Those were fun too. So those are the 4 cards we have so far. I'm going to do a couple more videos, and they're going to be cards, hearts. I've got some coming up, but they're so pretty. Here's just a sneak peek. I mean, look at that. What fun that is. And then the inside, oh my gosh. I just couldn't stop. So we're going to get into more not so linen and shimmery. We're going to get into more cardstock and just more country looking ones, which, I mean, hearts and country are right there. So anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my website. If you liked it, I'm not sure if you can become a member yet. I'm pretty new, so that part's not popping up, but you definitely can like it and just watch my video, and looking forward to our next one. Thank you again and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.